Hi friends, welcome to Arc Tutorials. This is Angular 10 full tutorial series for absolute beginners. In today's episode, we will learn how to install Angular material in Angular applications. In the previous episode, we have learned how to install Bootstrap framework in Angular application. This is part 6 of the total complete Angular tutorial playlist. I have planned around 100 tutorials for you so that you can learn and master Angular 10. I will update the playlist link, notes, and code and the GitHub link in the description box below. Make sure you check it out. Before we get started, I will request you to kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you are liking the series, the tutorials, please consider buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/arctutorials. Alright, so we are in the 6th episode of the Angular 10 complete playlist. Today we are learning how to install Angular material in Angular application. So to install Angular material, it's pretty straightforward and easy, and the way to do it is using an ng command, right? So we will run the command ng space add space @ angular / material package, right? So once we do that, it will install that particular module. Okay, it's as simple as that. So now let me show you in practical with hands-on example. So we are building a simple CRM application. So you see we have created that in the previous episode, so make sure you check it out so that you have continuity in your learning. Alright, so the command that we have to run is ng space add @ angular / material. Run this command. It may take 1 or 2 minutes, so have patience, bear with me. In the meanwhile, hit like button, hit subscribe button. Alright, so what this command will do is that it will ask us some options, like what kind of theme we want to use. So see, now it has prompted that what kind of a pre-built theme you want to use, or you can choose custom theme. But if you are a beginner trying to learn, I would suggest pick any of the existing pre-built templates, right? Do not go yet for a custom theme. It's little complicated, or rather I would say advanced topic. Start with the basic theme, which is indigo / pink. Now the next thing it will ask you, do you want to set up a global Angular material typography? Now what this means is that once you say yes, it will bring the theme called Roboto, which is what Google uses. So once you say yes, it will link the Roboto font into your index.html file, right? So I'm going to choose yes, and then it will ask us set up browser animations for Angular material. Choose yes here. I will explain you later what that means. Alright, so now it will update the package.json. It will install all the required libraries. Also update the styled angular.json file and package.json. So it will update package.json, it will update angular.json, and it will import all the required style settings, everything that we need. Let's give it a quick minute. Please do drop in your comments as to how you are liking the series, what you want to see more, what you want me to improve. I look forward for your constructive feedback. All right, so you can see that it has already brought @angular / material here, right? And remember that if you are on 10 version, it will bring Angular 10, right? That so that your Angular material and your Angular is in sync, right? Now we'll give a couple of more minutes because it would just update then angular.json and bring in all the required packages. Alright, so the packages are successfully installed. We can see the message. We also see that it updated app.module.ts. This is where it has updated the browser animation. Let me quickly show you that also. But if you don't understand it now, don't worry. That's what the next episode is about. So you see it has imported the browser animations module. So don't worry about it today. That is what I'm going to cover it in the next episode. Angular.json. So just like how we added the styles of Bootstrap, Angular has added these styles here automatically. You see, in Bootstrap we added it on our own. Here Google, the command itself updates the particular styles. And same way with style.css, it has brought in the Roboto font family, right? So that's it. That's what it has done. So now our Angular material is installed. But what is the way to check it? Let's go ahead and show you that. So what we have to do first, if you, so don't worry too much about what this is doing right now. I will explain that a little later. So here we will say, so since we want to use, let's say, mat button module, I will teach you everything of what it means, but for now have patience. Okay, so just see along, try practicing with me. So I have imported mat button module and add it into the imports. All right, and then go to app component and say, okay, and say primary. Okay, so I've just created a button. I've given mat button as the uh, attribute. Now let me show you whether it is successfully installed or not. Right, so let's give it a minute to start. You might, if you look at this code, it will be little confusing as to why we are doing this modules, what is a module. We'll come and cover all of that as we progress in the series. Don't jump into too many things today. The idea is to learn step by step, and the first step to learn is this: just install Angular material and then add a button module like how I have done, and then just in app component create a button. The expected output is you should see a button which has styling of Angular. If we see that, that means our Angular material is installed and is ready to be used, and that is the target of this particular episode. Alright, so it's taking a bit time, but stay with it, it should be done soon. So that's another thing, because unlike other tutorials and other developers who teach on YouTube, I do not edit my videos. I do not make it fancy. I just do raw live coding with you, and that's why sometimes if it's taking time, we have to wait. I hope you will appreciate that fact. Alright, let's give it one more minute. I think it's taking time. Maybe, okay, so now it's compiling. Sometimes it takes time because of the number of packages, or if it's your first time, or during the initial time when it's bringing in all the Angular material modules and packages, so it may take time, but rest next time onwards it should be pretty fast. Right, so we should see this 100% compiled, and our development server should be up and running. So we can see that it says Angular development server is listening on localhost 4200. Right, so let's go ahead and open our browser and type localhost 4200, and you will see your app. Scroll down and you see the styling is applied. Right, if you want to see more styling, you should go to material.angular.io and go to button. See, this is primary, right? So let's pick up primary button or secondary button, put it in our code. All right, so now we will see primary is blue color accent. We see with animations, right, that you're seeing on the button. So this is one of the example, and now we can see that we have successfully installed Angular material in Angular application, right? So I would say mission number 6 complete. Right, today's target is achieved, which is to install Angular material, which we have done, and see it in output. Yes, we can see that it has applied the indigo and pink kind of theme, and the buttons are having the ripple effect. Right, this means our Angular module is working, the button module that we imported, and we are good to start writing our application now full-fledged. So it's a good way, I would say, recap, go to the previous videos, revise yourself, get ready, because in the next episode we are going to learn about the entire folder structure and files that are in Angular application. Very important topic, you don't want to miss on that, because that covers your foundation and fundamentals. Thank you so much for joining in today's episode. I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll talk about the entire Angular application folder structure. Thank you so much for joining.